There's something about the head outside single that's really enticing, especially for new students. All right, so it's important that I teach it to you. It's also a high level shot. All right, you're gonna be able to get here consistently, even on high level opponents, and finish consistently on high level opponents. But it does leave you more open and vulnerable to generic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu defenses. Just to show you, if I get in on this shot, it's named the head outside single because my head is on the outside, or the high crotch because I'm literally up high in the crotch. So if I'm here, you can see obviously that I'm really set up, perfectly set up to get guillotined. So there's a couple ways for me to circumvent this, but unless you're really privy and you're really dialed in on these details, you can get guillotined, all right? So let's go over those details so you don't get caught here and you can finish the shot consistently. I wanna show you just one way you can get in. So if I can fake, come in and snatch this high single, okay? I can also, what's typical, if you start faking, right? If you start moving, my partner can start posting, right? He can start posting on this shoulder, and all I have to do is C-clamp grip right above the elbow, clear this as I lower my level and shoot to the leg, okay? I'm gonna lower my level, create an attachment on the back of his knee that's gonna keep him from sprawling, and then as he moves his leg back, I can pull myself in and finish my shot, all right? Just to illustrate a point, if my neck is low, if my neck is below Joe's shoulders, the only thing that's gonna keep him from choking me is some kind of obstruction, right? So if he wants to guillotine me, I can keep my hands here, and that'll keep him from choking me. But if I'm gonna be grabbing his legs, I have to use my hands. So instead of using my hands to keep him from choking me, I'm gonna use his leg. I'm going to attach my neck and glue myself to his leg so he cannot get his hands in and choke me, okay? It's super important that you stay tight here. Really, really important you stay tight here. Traditional wrestling, if I'm going against somebody my same size, the first finish that I would teach you here traditionally, when I get in on this shot, is to double across, okay? To double across and drive and finish with a double, right? But we're dealing with the size and strength disparity, so it's highly unlikely, unless you're a very, very high level wrestler, then I'm gonna be able to get in, double across, and drive through all that weight, all right? So, just like the high single, I'm not going all the way down to a knee, okay? I'm staying up, staying high, right? Keeping my elbows in tight, keeping my hips in underneath me, and getting to the leg, and I'm gonna glue it to my chest. And there's two main ways we can finish from here. I can keep my hands gripped with a hand over wrist grip, my hand over my wrist, and pull his knee up and into me. And now I'm going to use my chest to push him down, okay? I can use my chest to sit him down to his butt as I step my back leg back and circle him down. Let's lean towards favoring the chest here in this position. So once I get in, and the same principles apply in terms of entry pressure. When I enter, I want to be knocking him back when I get to him, right? My shoulder's up in his hips, right in the crook of his hips, and I'm knocking him back, right? So as soon as I get in here, I glue his knee to my stomach. I pull it up right up into my belly button, and I step back with this leg, sit him down to his butt. Now, one final way to finish from here, if he starts curling his heel back and starts trying to sprawl and get his leg to the ground, right? If I enter and he starts curling that back, I can extend my arms down, right? I can extend my arms down and hike the football, okay? I can hike hand over hand. I'm gonna flatten my fingers out, hand over hand, and extend this leg down. Right, and now I get a little more leverage, okay? I get a little more leverage. I go down the teeter-totter, creating a longer lever, okay? So I'm pulling up here at the ankle and pushing down at my chest as I step back and finish. So my two different entries, I can reach towards the head, get in on my single leg, sit him down. If he's getting privy to that, he's noticing that I'm reaching and he's trying to post to keep me from entering. All I have to do is clear this on my entry by lowering my level, post right up to my leg, and now I can extend my hands down and sit him to his butt. If you're new to wrestling and you're just beginning your takedown game, I want to try to steer away from getting directly underneath his hips if he has a significant size advantage, okay? So instead of getting all the way up underneath his hips, where if he does get a decent sprawl now, you're really in trouble. You're having to carry a ton of weight. Stay out in front of him, okay? His lead leg is already out in front of him. He's already out in front of him. All I have to do is knock him back just a little bit with my weight. I don't care if there's a big size and strength disparity. If I can get him moving back just a little bit by charging in and creating pressure, that leg will become really light, and then I'm not all the way up underneath him, okay? So I'm out here, I have his leg secured, and his weight is on his back leg. It's all the way on his back leg, Whereas if I'm entering and getting my hips underneath me here, now his weight is right on top of me. Okay, you have to be really, really savvy here to know what you're doing. Because if you don't, he defends, you're in a bad spot. So one more time, he posts on the shoulder, pop, enter in. I've got his leg, step, sit into his butt.